for Belgium so far. Um, but yeah, moving on from Belgium, the next game we're going to talk about is Croatia versus Spain. You have the opportunity to see that game, right?
Yeah, it was how can I say? I wasn't like after like 80 minutes, I wasn't expecting this fight from Croatia actually. Like honestly, but they fought well. Like since the
Yeah,
until
it
the
was
end, it
brilliant.
was
This game has a lot of ups and downs. Say, for example, the first goal Spain conceded is one of the most bizarre goal you'll see. Unai Simon just couldn't control, and it was an own goal. And I thought,
also
okay,
like after that he looked a bit of shaky because like what have I done or something.
yeah, it's hard for
If
any player
any players, yeah.
to just let it go and focus on.
Well,
Uh,
it's also like bad for Pedri.
yeah, exactly.
His first tournament, he could scored an own goal.
Well, unfortunate. But then I thought when Spain got that penalty for Koke getting fouled,
Yeah,
and I couldn't believe why they have asked Morata to take it, and he definitely was saved. I mean, it was very good height for the keeper to save it, and I thought, okay, this game is not going in Spain's way anyway. But Sarabia made that equalizer, and
actually, like you should mention like Ferran Torres fast. Like
yes, he was he was very
he,
involved. I was going to mention because he was not involved with the first goal, but also the others as well. He scored himself.
and how he played through the match, it was probably one of his best matches he played for Spain.
Yeah, I didn't seem to find any better matches for him, even in club level.
Well, yeah, yeah, he scored a hat trick in Premier League last season.
But
If I'm
if
not
I'm not mistaken,
mistaken.
that was against not so great side like Newcastle or
Yeah.
somebody. But
But still, like this is one of his best matches, I
definitely, he
guess.
was he was relentless. I think Dani Olmo was brilliant,
Exactly, yeah.
uh, and Busquets as well as Pedri was very good actually. Unfortunate that his name is on the score sheet for own goal, but Pedri was more than brilliant. I thought whole Spanish midfield was great. It was very good to see Cesar Azpilicueta to start, and he scored as well. And then again, uh, the cross from Fernan Torres. Torres actually scored the third one as well. And 3-1, they were cruising. And then obviously some spark from Croatian team with Pasalic as well as Pasalic scored the third goal, but Orsic scored the second one in 85th minute. Went to the extra time, and I thought, holy, what are we watching? It's been entertaining. It was end-to-end stuff. I didn't see um, like there was a little bit of defending, obviously, but there was not really much shape tactically. It was end-to-end stuff, almost like basketball game. Every,
Yeah, it seems like Scottish League all over.
exactly, very entertaining, uh, and uh, yeah, Spain scored 10 goals in the last two games. Uh, and Luis Enrique was asked that his strikers are not finding the goals, and he says um, it's a bottle that has to be uncorked, and when it will uncork, it will create the explosion. So he's somewhat right on that. His team scored 10 goals since then. Um, Morata finally having his inner Dennis Bergkamp sort of touch and goal. It was a brilliant goal, to be honest.
It was actually.
and Oyarzabal scored at 103rd minute. I thought Oyarzabal could have been a little bit more selfish about the other one. It would have been 6-3. Uh, um, the ball hit the post and it didn't go in. But very entertaining game. We did talk about Spain and how far they can go, and especially last two games because Spain had two draws in the group games, in the first two group games, and after that, um, when they needed to qualify, they had to win, and when they had to win, they actually played really, really well. I thought Sarabia's inclusion as well as Fernan Torres on the other side was brilliant, and the whole midfield. I mean, there's no comment about midfield. Just having a little bit of insight on the passes complete. Uh, Spain had 883 passes completed, while Croatia had 427, almost half. 89% pass accuracy for Spain, 81% for Croatia, 68% possession for Spain, 32 for Croatia, as well as 10 shots on target from Spain, 7 from Croatia. That was insane stat right there.
I have a question. Like, do you think Spain concede conceded these last two goals in the last moments? Is it because of the mentality or just a fluke from Croatia or something else?
I
Like,
forgot one thing as well. Uh, when it was 3-3, there was a first half of the extra time, and there was a save from Unai Simon. It could have easily gone in, and that game would have been a different game. And also, I did notice that most of the Atalanta players having a very, very good Euros or Copa Americas, except probably Duvan Zapata. Uh, Pasalic was brilliant. The moment he came in, that was brilliant. But yeah, coming back to your question, if Spanish team are conceding because of uh, a little bit of, I don't know. It could be. It could be due to that. Uh, I thought Eric Garcia played fairly well, but there's still question mark on him. There is Laporte. He was fairly solid in the last game as well. Um, it was interesting to see Gaia start over Alba as well as Azpilicueta. But from my point of view, whatever goal, except the first one, that was really stupid from Simon. There's still question mark on Spanish defending, especially if anything comes from wider area, uh, like crosses. There is always chance, especially the Pasalic goal that equalized the Croatian. I thought two center backs, one could have been a little tighter on him, or at least tracked his. Um, he almost had a free header,
yeah,
um, and it could have been. I mean, someone had to cover him, and I think it was Pau Torres. He didn't really track him, but there is definitely question mark on certain decision making of defenders. But as long as they have a brilliant midfield as well as and if others are getting goal as well as Morata can score a Dennis Bergkamp-esque goal. Uh, I mean, but yeah, Morata is a curious case. He had so many opportunities and he missed or scored in offside. And there's a lot of criticism about him. And the other part is if Spain gets a penalty, they seem not to score from there. That's another issue as well. Um, But good thing for them, they have scored enough from other side of the um, like even from the benches. But I thought they still can do better in terms of defensive unit. I mean, you don't have that PK, Carlos Puyol, or even Sergio Ramos kind of defender anymore. Um, with with no disrespect to Laporte, I don't see a very stable partner yet now beside him.
Yeah, for me, I was actually thinking like how they could have actually killed the match after being ahead for like 3-1, and they like they conceded two goals, and the match led to extra time, and
Yeah, the
these sort of
momentum was
small
with
things like
Croatia.
yeah, exactly. And the thing is that like you have to win those momentum and like with your midfield, and probably some attackers will go back and help to
I think I know
I
what
don't know.
happened uh, because Sergio Busquets came from injury and he had to be taken off just to save him. And the team was leading as well. So, and after that, they have suddenly lose control on that midfield. Um, and after that, Croatia was playing kind of very direct, uh, and they were going for. I was really impressed with that attack-mindedness of Croatia. That was it was very good game up until that Unai Simon save. They had, I think, that save changed the game. Um, it could have easily been gone in, and Croatia probably could have defended that goal, but that shifted the momentum.
Okay. Um,